Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age Pirates 4 replay. Spawn on the north side or the left side as the orange Mongols with LoueMT. Spawn on the right side as the blue Roost with Sensei. Since we do have a Roost player on the field, let's get him selected so we can see what the trade bounties are like. When it comes to economic benefits, the Mongols have a couple unique benefits early on, but they largely fall off in the late game. They do have, of course, the pack up and unpack mechanic, a very frustrating mechanic that needs more quality of life changes. They do have the Ovo, which does give them a steady supply of stone, with some various upgrades you get from it. Around it, you of course can spend your stone on a 100 cost increase of stone in order to get a second unit out. And of course, they do have no need for population space. A lot of those here are starting to go on down. The Roosts do have a bit more unique mechanics. They do have the trade bounty mechanic. The more wildlife they kill off, the higher the trade bounty. The more trade bounty, the more food and gold collection rate they get in. Food with the villagers, gold for the hunting cabins. Additionally, they get a bit of gold for each time they kill off a wildlife, which they can basically fund that to age up. They do also get increased wood drop-off when a drop-off location's near a wooden fortress or the Kremlin itself. Blue now has a tier 1. Let's go and just fast forward a little bit. When it comes to unique units, the Roosts do have access to the early night. May want to kill off that Zadok Doggo. He doesn't realize he went past that. Well, he has a full health as well. The early night is, of course, a early night. Both do walk past here. Orange has to put out a scout. When it comes to unique units for the Mongols, they do have access to 2 unique units. They all require the Khan. They do have the Keshik, an cheaper heavy cav unit that does get health regen per strike, or health. Not regen, but health restored on strike. And the Magadai, a mounted horse archer that is basically worthless in most of the entirety of the game. Silver tree going on up. And it looks like the Roost players only have 220 trade bounties, so we'll just keep an ear out for any wolves to kill off on the boar. The silver tree is a trading landmark, allows you to build out traders with 40% reduced gold cost and 40% faster production speed. A decent landmark, but it's also a double-edged sword because since the Mongols do not have access to any palisade walls, it is really hard to keep your traders alive. Easy to raid. And the the Roosts have gone to the Kremlin, a wooden fortress with all the upgrades and ability to call in some militia. The only upgrade it doesn't have is the spring gold emplacement. The wooden fortress drop-off radius is also greatly increased. And when the Khan gets to the next age, he does have access to fire while moving as well. Looks like Blue is claiming up its board now, which will put on the tier 2 trade bounty quite easily. And now he does have an increased collection rate, going for both a wooden fortress and the hunting camp nearby. And also the hunting camp is close to these trees, so gets a nice little bit of coin generation. Khan's now hitting some of these villagers there. Stable not being pulled in the field. He may be eyeing for some early nights. We do have a pair of Keshiks on the field and another pair of Keshiks on the way. The reason why I know it's a pair of Keshiks, not a single Keshik, is because it's not in the same queue here. So we're going to have 4 Keshiks on the field soon.
Построено есть, ладно. Опасно есть! Наказывай. Позаратай готов есть! Готов трудиться. Чей наказ есть?
And now the Keshiks now charging way forward. They're of course weaker, but cheaper than regular heavy cap. Does find an angle there. Does get a quick strike, kill off one of the villagers, and second one will go down as well. Great pick there. Khan is almost down. May want to use an arrow before it goes down. I don't know if he did or didn't. Now the Keshiks are rotating around. Another pair of Keshiks here. He may be able to trap. Does get an okay charge there. And blue stop moving his units, and this horseman will go down. He does have one early knight on the field. Early knights, of course, are much more powerful than the Keshiks, much more expensive as well. Do cost 240. Keshiks are what, 200? Yep, 200. They do still have a charge attack. They do have a sword attack, but they're just like 5 damage weaker in both categories. Looks like 6 damage weaker in the charge attack, 4 attack weaker in the auto attack. No additional Keshiks are on the field at the moment. The Keshiks getting some good health regen by torching down the mining camp. He does get a torch down, which does give him 50 resources as well. Mining cabin here is also providing some decent coin generation, gold generation. Keep on getting the terms of Age of Empires 3 and 4 mixed up now. Though he did that purely for the gold generation as well. He could put another one more in the middle there, though we'll be overlapping. Here starting to get hit. Looks like outpost was either cancelled, interrupted. Blue did not kill off any villagers. A couple spearmen not being pulled on out on the field. They're just regular spearmen, not even hardened spearmen. Does get some good attacks there on the scout. Taking that scout is quite important because the night vision. You got a decent number of spearmen here, as well as archers as well. Looks like a force of 9. Got 2 pairs of spearmen deployed on the field for the Mongols. The stone is a little bit low. No economic text for the Mongol just yet.
Наказывай.
Got 9 archers here, more spearmen being pulled on the field. Looks like another scouting falcon. And the Keshiks and the Khan are falling back here.
Приуготовляйтесь, копейщицы. Воины, на брань уготовляйтесь.
Our push this way forward over here. We do now the silver tree now redeploy on the bottom right of the map. And Blue Scout will start spotting these traders. He may be a bit preoccupied and knows he spotted the traders. There's a spearman inside of there. Outpost is firing away. Getting some good damage onto these units. Does pick up a couple there. Now got a big wave of militia now being deployed on out. Militia will do 6 damage, do bullets and versus cav. And it was entirely spearmen on the inside. This is simply too large a force for the spearmen to engage. He does have a nice little spearman force, or archer force there. And now spearmen getting hit by these archers. If the roost archers go down, then it's if 5 of these forces just get split up, then the Mongol player can pounce on in. Keshik's trying to chase down that scout. We got a good number of early knights here. Mongol players lacking military units on the field, going for more Keshiks. Now got a bit charged there to the horseman mix on in. Does get a nice little hit there on some of those spearmen of his archers. And does throw some arrows there with the outpost. There's currently 9 villagers here. He wants to clean up the food there's on the ground. Horseman still being pursued. No additional traders on the field, just a single one at the moment. Blue scouts falling him back. Outpost going on up, scout going back on in. We do have the orange scout scouting around. This wooden fortress does not have any sort of upgrade at the moment. But it does get some good damage there on the scout. The scout does in fact go down. Those are trying to push a bit forward, trying to come up these deer, but we do not have a single Keshik here to hit these horses. And these villagers can't stand and fight against a Keshik. The health per hit will be too great for them. Horsemen now charging on in. Deer is going down to 90's upgrade of the wood collection upgrade. Get some damage there onto the archers. Archers making their advance. Doesn't get a hit there. Now the oval being redeployed right there. Keshik engaged by a knight. It will lose on a 1v1 against a knight. The health per hit is simply not enough, plus the knight has much greater base health. Got a line of upgrades for the Mongol player. Got damage upgrade for the Rus. Only got pierce armor, pierce damage, now hack damage. Keshik's moving around over there. Does get a spin of engagement here. Oval does go up, going for the movement speed research now. And now the oboe is taking a bit of fire there. Archers do get a volley there. Keshik's and Knights starting to engage. Spearmen trying to intercept. Does pick off one of both players and using some spearmen. Knights falling back. Keshik's charging way forward. We don't see the whistling arrow research. A very important upgrade, I would say, that most Mongol players should go for earlier on. Giving yourself the whistling arrow gives you 12 seconds of the arrow benefit, which greatly impacts everything. Archer, arrow, on the field does allow him to basically get out additional volley of arrows. Charge attack there. Keshiks and Knights still grinding against each other. Got militia all dying from a heart attack. And with the militia now down, this force is significantly weaker. The Mongol archers is able to focus on some of these knights. Keshiks are being whittled down as well. One Keshik now remains. More archers being pulled on the field. It's falling him back. Neither side has a front line. There's just too many Mongol archers here for him to stand there and fight. More forces being streamed across the map. Both sides need to go for some more spearmen. We now have forestry and survival techniques now being researched by the Mongol player. Probably would assume survival techniques would have been researched a long time ago. But, oh, there's this other deer deposit. This deer deposit is actually really up north, isn't it? And it looks like that one trader may be dead. Yeah, all traders are dead. So that one trader he had did get picked off. That's the one civilian kill that the Mongol player or the Rus player has. When it comes to expansion locations, this is of course where his natural gold was, which his next gold expansion is way over here, and some up here in front. Down south, there's a small and large gold deposit. Blue's now trying to claim this boar, and Blue's very close to aging up, so maybe a good idea to start eyeing a location for the high trade house. Here would not be that great. Right here would be much better. The Mongol player does not have enough food at the moment to age up. He is starting to clean up the deer now. Berries over here, down here. Boar starting to go on down. And that would put up, let's see his trade bounty. After 370, the high trade house will eventually get up to tier 3.
Готовитесь, латницы! Латницы готовятся.
Outposts going on up. We do now have these Keshiks trying to find another opportunity. Right now we've got 61 military units of 32, so the Mongol player is very far ahead in units. However, the quality is not that too different. Additionally, soon there's going to be research give the Rus player much higher quality per unit. Do not have the speed arrow there. Villagers have fallen to the wooden fortress. A couple of charge attacks there, but none of the villagers went down. One Keshik does go down there. Does fall back. Eyeing for an outpost here. Outpost will provide the network, increased movement speed, and now the Kurultai is going on up. The Kurultai is a landmark that does provide a health regen aura around it, as well as a 20% damage increase. I find it really good in a defensive location or as a siege camp. Not really to use offensively. But now he needs to get this Kurultai redeployed perhaps right around here in order to get out a good defensive location. Keshik does go in the middle of those archers, does go down there. Kurultai being redeployed right there, which will provide him, and Blue's advancing forward. The Mongol players going to have a great position here for Kurultai. This one does have a bit of a tech advantage with knights and veteran archers, but the increased damage from the Kurultai will help him even out. Doesn't help out the health, however, or in the health regen. Spearman having trouble connecting the front line. There's no spearman for Blue. Scout over here will go down. Keshiks mostly have gone down. Being focused down by these Rus archers. They're doing 8 damage per arrow. The Mongol archers are doing 7 damage per arrow. He does go ahead and kill off all those knights, forcing them to fall back. Wave of 10 militia not being pulled on field. Veteran archer research is almost complete. Kurultai should have not have packed on up. He's redeployed as soon as he can. Well, these archers need to start thugging it. Does get redeployed right there. Veteran archer research. Con does go down, but then fire the arrow for a temporary amount of time. Now these veteran archers up to 11 damage each. Because it is a multiplier, and the higher the base damage is, the better the multiplier is. Since it doesn't round up. So now these archers are doing 11 damage each, as opposed to just 7 as they were in the beginning of the fight. Now they can really punch through the knight armor. Ovo taking quite a bit of damage there. Nothing deployed around it. Militia died from dysentery. So going to start repairing up the Ovo for all these villagers. Probably a little bit overkill. Archers advancing forward. Right now they're doing 9 damage. Couple spear braces there. Knights right now have only 5 pierce armor. They take 4 damage per arrow, but if they get near the Kurultai, they will be taking 6 damage per arrow. So that will be a 50% damage increase next to the Kurultai, which is very, very significant. Plus a bit of health regen. Can't tell you if the health regen does matter when it comes to the math for a lot of these fights, but it probably does. Pair of Keshiks, multiple Keshiks been put on the field, more archers being pushed on forward, more spearmen as well. Single Keshik here, it can take a bit of beating from the tower. Kurultai deployed over here, he does not have siege engineers or improved siege engineers. Improved siege engineers is incredibly nice because able to like, oh, need to start sieging your opponent's base. You have your choice of using battery rams or traction trebuchets. Mangonels, pulling out mangonels for infantry units never hurt as well. The Mongol player does sneak out some more spearmen or Keshiks or front line. Also, crossbows wouldn't be half bad either. A couple of them mixed on in. Keshiks do find some villagers here idle, which that could be very important if he's told to stay alive long enough. The Mongol player does also have 100 villagers, but the Rus player only has 62. Okay, I need to figure out what happened there. It looks like the Mongol player had a second town center deployed out not sure how long ago. A couple more Keshiks being deployed on out. Archers, of course, have good position here. Knights slowly whittle them down. The Knights do have 6 armor at the moment, so they take 5 damage per arrow from the Mongol archers near the Kurultai, which is still a significant amount. And he is out of range of the Kurultai now, so he retreated back too far. Of course, you can't want to keep your archers alive. Kurultai has been redeployed right there. Archers will interrupt this deployment, as well as a knight. It's one with the pack-up mechanic. It is very unfun, primarily for gears. Those gears, they are not fun to pack up and remove when you're trying to for your wood line. Kurultai pushing very far forward. That's a little bit ambitious at this moment, because he doesn't have any units to stop these knights from being sent forward. That's why he should probably mix in some crossbows at this moment. I do believe also the 20% damage increase does affect multipliers as well. These archers slowly whittle down. Kurultai not being brought on back. Both sides have minimal force, 14 to 18. Both of them throwing more and more army into this fight. The Kurultai has been redeployed there, did draw some fire there. And more Keshiks is probably a good call for the Mongol player. As long as not playing archers, I think just going more heavy in Keshiks as well as some crossbows would be useful. But he has been finding some of these lone villagers there. I wonder how many went down over here. Oh, the whole thing's torched. All those villagers must have went down. Oh, and also the Rus player backs out the game as well. He lost too many villagers to those single Keshiks. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.